Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and write a comment. This will help promote the video. Enjoy watching. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a golden hue over the quiet neighborhood as the narrator embarked on their customary evening walk. Memories of strolling hand in hand with their loved one flooded their mind, a bittersweet nostalgia that now accompanied them on their solitary journey. As the narrator strolled down the familiar streets, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, whispering secrets of bygone days. Their footsteps echoed in the silence, each step a melancholic rhythm that mirrored the ache in their hearts. A passerby smiled warmly at the narrator, breaking their reverie. "Beautiful evening, isn't it?" the stranger remarked, their voice filled with genuine kindness. The narrator returned the smile, though tinged with a hint of sadness. "Yes, it is," they replied softly, their tone betraying a hidden sorrow. "It's moments like these that remind me of what I've lost." The passerby's expression softened, empathy shining in their eyes. "Loss is never easy," they offered, their voice gentle and compassionate. "But these walks, they keep the memories alive, don't they?" The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the distant horizon. "They do," they admitted, a wistful smile playing at the corner of their lips. "It's as if, for a moment, I can still feel their presence beside me." They continued their walk, the neighborhood transforming into a living tapestry of shared memories. Each house, every tree-lined street whispered fragments of the past, intertwining with the present. Approaching an abandoned house, the narrator's steps faltered. It stood like a forgotten relic, its weathered facade hauntingly beautiful. A lump formed in their throat, and tears welled up in their eyes. The passerby, sensing the narrator's turmoil, gently placed a hand on their shoulder. "Sometimes our pain is strongest where we once found solace," they offered, their voice filled with understanding. "It's okay to let it out." The narrator's voice trembled, choked with emotion. "This was our special place," they confessed, their voice barely above a whisper. "Here, I often come to cry, to release the weight of my grief." The passerby nodded, their eyes filled with compassion. "It's important to honor your pain," they reassured, their voice a soothing presence. "Embrace it, for it is a testament to the love you shared." With a deep breath, the narrator stepped closer to the abandoned house, their trembling hand reaching out to touch its weathered surface. Tears streamed down their cheeks, mingling with the memories that enveloped them. "I miss you," the narrator whispered, their voice filled with longing and love. "But I will continue these walks, for in each step, I keep your spirit alive." As the passerby silently stood beside them, the abandoned house seemed to echo with a faint whisper, as if acknowledging their grief and offering solace. And in that moment, the narrator found strength in their vulnerability, a flicker of hope in the midst of their pain. The setting sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink as the narrator embarked on their evening ritual. Each step carried a weight of both longing and determination, a silent declaration of their resilience in the face of loss. As they walked, their mind drifted to memories of laughter and companionship, their loved ones' presence still palpable in the spaces they once occupied together. The solitude of their journey was momentarily interrupted by the arrival of a neighbor, a kind-hearted soul with a warm smile. "Evening," the neighbor greeted, their voice carrying a sense of familiarity and genuine concern. "Taking your walk again, I see. How are you holding up?" The narrator returned the smile, appreciating the neighbor's genuine care. "I'm trying," they replied, the words laced with a hint of weariness. "These walks, they keep me grounded. They remind me that there is still life within me, even in the midst of this pain." The neighbor nodded, understanding shining in their eyes. It takes strength to continue moving forward, they remarked, their voice filled with admiration. But it's important to find solace in the familiar, to seek comfort in the routine that once brought you joy. The narrator took a deep breath, inhaling the crisp evening air. Yes, you're right, they acknowledged, their voice carrying a newfound determination. These walks are my lifeline, a way to honor the memories and keep their spirit alive. As they continued walking, the narrator noticed a park up ahead, a place where laughter once echoed, and children played. It held a special significance in their heart, a symbol of joy and innocence. Though memories of their loved ones' presence flooded their thoughts, they felt a surge of strength coursing through their veins. A passerby, observing the narrator's contemplative state, approached with an empathetic smile. "Beautiful evening for a walk," they remarked, their voice gentle and understanding. The narrator nodded, gratitude evident in their gaze. "Yes, it is," they replied, their voice tinged with a mix of melancholy and determination. "These walks, they remind me that even in the midst of pain, there is still beauty to be found." The passerby glanced towards the park, their eyes twinkling with a shared understanding. Parks can hold so many memories, they mused, their voice carrying a hint of nostalgia. They are places where joy and laughter intertwine, where innocence thrives. The narrator's gaze lingered on the park, a bittersweet smile gracing their lips. "Yes, it's true," they admitted, their voice filled with a wistful longing. "But even in the absence of their physical presence, I can still feel their spirit here." The passerby's expression softened, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. "Their spirit lives on in the memories you hold dear," they offered, their voice a comforting presence. And as you continue these walks, they walk alongside you, forever intertwined in your heart. With a renewed sense of purpose, the narrator stepped into the park, their footsteps echoing with determination. They allowed the laughter and joy that once filled this space to wash over them, finding solace in the knowledge that their loved one's spirit would forever accompany them on their journey. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the neighborhood, the narrator embarked on their evening walk with a sense of both anticipation and trepidation. The memories of their loved one lingered like a gentle breeze, guiding their steps towards a particular destination, an abandoned house that held a mysterious allure. Approaching the decaying structure, the narrator's heart quickened, a mix of curiosity and sadness intertwining within them. They could feel their loved one's presence strongest in this place, as if their spirit still roamed the halls, forever tied to the memories trapped within its weathered walls. As they stood before the haunting facade, a passerby, intrigued by the narrator's fascination, approached cautiously. "You're drawn to this place, aren't you?" they asked, their voice filled with a blend of curiosity and concern. The narrator turned towards the stranger, their eyes reflecting a mix of pain and longing. "Yes, it's as if there's an invisible thread connecting me to this house," they confessed, their voice barely above a whisper. "I come here often, to cry, to release the weight of my loss." The passerby's gaze softened, their understanding evident. "Sometimes, our pain finds solace in unexpected places," they offered, their voice a reassuring presence. "It's as if this house holds a piece of your loved one's essence, allowing you to feel their presence more intensely." The narrator nodded, their eyes fixated on the abandoned house's front door, an entryway to both the unknown and the familiar. "Yes, it's here that I feel their spirit most strongly," they admitted, their voice filled with a mix of sorrow and gratitude. "In this desolate place, I find a connection to the love we shared." As the stranger observed the narrator's vulnerability, they placed a comforting hand on their shoulder. Grief has its own way of healing. They reassured, their voice a gentle embrace. Allow yourself to feel, to mourn, for it is to release tears that healing begins. With a deep breath, the narrator pushed open the heavy wooden door, its hinges creaking in protest. They entered the dimly lit interior, their footsteps echoing through the empty rooms. The air was thick with a sense of melancholy, yet it was here that the narrator found solace, allowing their tears to flow freely. The passerby, sensing the narrator's emotional release, followed silently, offering a reassuring presence. Sometimes, the places that evoke our deepest pain can also become a sanctuary for healing. They murmured, their voice a gentle reminder. In confronting our grief head-on, we find strength we never knew we possessed. The narrator's tears mingled with the dust of the abandoned house as they whispered words of love and longing, their voice carrying through the empty halls. The stranger stood beside them, a silent witness to their raw vulnerability. In that moment, amidst the crumbling walls and faded memories, the narrator realized that this house held not only their pain, but also the essence of their loved one's spirit. As they exited, the weight of their sorrow lifted ever so slightly, replaced by a glimmer of hope that perhaps, within the shadows of this abandoned house, they would find a path towards healing and acceptance. As the moon ascended to its zenith, casting an ethereal glow over the neighborhood, the narrator embarked on their nocturnal journey, guided by a mix of curiosity and trepidation. The night held secrets, and they were determined to uncover the mysteries that lay hidden within the shadows. Walking through the dimly lit streets, the narrator's senses heightened, attuned to the subtle shifts in the atmosphere. They felt a presence, an otherworldly energy that whispered of ancient tales and lingering spirits. It was in this state of heightened awareness that they encountered a fellow wanderer, their eyes gleaming with a shared sense of intrigue. "Out for a nighttime stroll, I see," the stranger remarked, their voice carrying a hint of excitement. "There's something captivating about the darkness, isn't there?" The narrator offered a nod, their gaze fixed on the moonlit path ahead. "Indeed, there is," they replied, their voice laced with a mixture of curiosity and caution. "The night holds a different kind of allure, a gateway to the unknown." The stranger's eyes sparkled with curiosity, mirroring the narrator's own fascination with the mysteries that surrounded them. "Do you believe in things beyond our understanding?" they asked, their voice tinged with a blend of curiosity and apprehension. The narrator paused, their mind brimming with tales of the supernatural and unexplained. "I believe that there are forces at play beyond our comprehension," they admitted, their voice carrying a sense of awe. The night has a way of revealing truths that remain hidden in the light of day. As they continued their journey, the narrator's steps grew more deliberate, leading them to an old cemetery nestled within a grove of ancient trees. The gravestones stood as silent sentinels, bearing witness to the passage of time and the stories of those who had long since departed. The stranger, undeterred by the eerie surroundings, approached the narrator with a sense of reverence. "Cemeteries hold a certain mystique, don't they?" they pondered, their voice filled with a mix of curiosity and respect. The whispers of the past seemed to echo through the gravestones. The narrator's gaze wandered over the weathered tombstones, their fingers tracing the faded engravings. "In this place, the veil between the living and the dead feels thin," they murmured, their voice barely above a whisper. "Here I seek a connection, a glimpse into the realms beyond." The stranger's eyes widened, their own curiosity piqued. "Do you ever feel their presence?" they asked, their voice filled with a mixture of skepticism and yearning. The narrator nodded, a shiver running down their spine. "There are moments in the stillness of the night When I sensed their ethereal touch, they confessed, their voice carrying both wonder and reverence. It's as if they long to be remembered, to have their stories told. As the moonlight cast haunting shadows across the cemetery, the narrator and the stranger stood in quiet contemplation, acknowledging the presence of those who had come before. In that shared moment, they felt a connection to the mysteries that shrouded the night, embracing the unknown with a mixture of trepidation and a thirst for understanding. As the dawn broke, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, the narrator ventured into a world that existed beyond the realm of reality, a place where nightmares and dreams converged. They had heard whispers of a hidden realm, a dimension where the boundaries of perception were blurred, and they were determined to explore its depths. With each step, the narrator felt the air grow heavy, a palpable tension that spoke of the unknown. They found themselves drawn to a dilapidated building, its crumbling facade a portal to a world where nightmares danced with reality. As they approached, a fellow seeker emerged from the shadows, their eyes reflecting a mixture of curiosity and fear. "You're venturing into the unknown, aren't you?" the stranger inquired, their voice filled with a blend of trepidation and excitement. There's a certain allure to the mysteries that lie beyond our comprehension. The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the decaying structure before them. "Indeed, there is," they replied, their voice carrying a sense of determination. "In this place, the line between what is real and what is imagined becomes blurred, offering glimpses into the darkest corners of our minds." The stranger's eyes gleamed with a shared sense of curiosity. "Do you believe that our fears hold power over us?" they asked, their voice tinged with a mix of fascination and unease. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of terror and psychological depths. "Our fears have a way of shaping our reality," they admitted, their voice laced with a hint of introspection. "In this hidden realm, they manifest in ways that challenge our perception of what is possible." As they stepped into the crumbling building, the narrator felt a surge of unease, the walls seemingly alive with secrets and suppressed fears. The stranger followed closely, their presence both a comfort and a reminder of the shared journey into the depths of the unknown. They approached a door, its hinges groaning in protest as it swung open, revealing a room bathed in darkness. The stranger turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of anticipation and trepidation. "What lies behind that door?" they whispered, their voice barely audible in the stillness of the room. The narrator's eyes narrowed, their voice steady as they responded, "Possibilities, nightmares, truths we may not be ready to face. But we must push forward, for it is in our exploration of the darkness that we find the strength to confront our deepest fears." With a shared nod, they stepped through the threshold, each footfall echoing through the darkness. The air grew thick with a sense of foreboding, as if the room itself held its breath, anticipating what lay ahead. In the depths of that hidden realm, the narrator and the stranger forged a bond united by their shared journey into the realms of fear and imagination. With every step, they confronted their own demons, navigated through twisted corridors of the mind, and discovered the resilience that lay dormant within them. In the end, it was not only the secrets of that hidden realm they unraveled, but also the mysteries of their own souls. As they emerged from the darkness, forever changed, they carried with them a newfound understanding, a testament to the power of facing one's fears and embracing the shadows that lurk within. As the twilight descended upon the world, casting long shadows over the landscape, the narrator embarked on a path that led to the heart of darkness. They had heard whispers of a malevolent force, a presence that thrived on fear and despair, and they were determined to confront it head-on. The journey into the abyss awaited, and the narrator steeled themselves for the ultimate battle. Walking through the desolate terrain, the air heavy with a sense of impending doom, the narrator encountered a fellow warrior, their eyes flickering with a shared determination. Together, they stood at the precipice of the unknown, ready to face the darkest corners of their existence. "You're prepared to confront the malevolence that awaits, aren't you?" the companion asked, their voice filled with a mix of resoluteness and caution. "There's a perilous path that lies ahead, but it must be traversed if we are to find redemption." The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the foreboding entrance to the abyss. "Indeed, there is," they replied, their voice echoing with a sense of unwavering resolve. "In this realm of darkness, we will come face to face with our deepest fears, but it is through this confrontation that we will find the strength to overcome." The companion's eyes gleamed with a shared sense of purpose. "Do you believe in the power of redemption, even in the face of unspeakable evil?" they asked, their voice tinged with a mix of hope and skepticism. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of sacrifice and the potential for redemption. "I believe that even in the darkest of times, there is a glimmer of light that can guide us towards redemption," they admitted, their voice laced with a hint of cautious optimism. "In this battle against malevolence, we will discover the depths of our own resilience and the possibility of salvation." As they stepped into the mouth of the abyss, the narrator felt an oppressive weight settle upon their shoulders, the very air thick with a malevolent energy. The companion moved beside them, their presence a source of strength and a reminder of the shared quest to vanquish the darkness. Together, they ventured deeper into the abyss, navigating treacherous paths and facing grotesque manifestations born from their deepest nightmares. In a moment of respite, the companion turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of weariness and determination. "What lies at the heart of this darkness?" they whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the oppressive silence. The narrator's eyes narrowed, their voice steady as they responded, "Fear, despair, the culmination of all that is cruel and twisted. But we must press forward, for it is in this confrontation that we will find the strength to dismantle its power." With a shared nod, they breathed the horrors that awaited, each step a defiance against the malevolence that sought to consume them. The abyss echoed with their battle cries, the clash of steel against darkness, as they fought not only for their own survival, but for the redemption of all they held dear. In the heart of that abyss, the narrator and their companion faced the ultimate test of their courage and resilience. They confronted the malevolence head-on, their spirits unyielding, and in that battle, they discovered the transformative power of sacrifice, redemption, and the unbreakable bond forged through shared adversity. As they emerged from the depths, forever changed by the harrowing journey, they carried with them the knowledge that even in the face of unspeakable evil, redemption is possible. And with newfound purpose, they stepped into the light, ready to face whatever darkness may yet lie ahead, armed with the strength born from their triumph over the abyss. As the moon waned, casting a dim glow over the world, the narrator embarked on their penultimate journey, venturing into the realm where reality intertwined with the supernatural. They had heard whispers of a cursed artifact, an object of immense power that held the key to unlocking forbidden knowledge. With a mixture of trepidation and determination, they set out to uncover the secrets of the dark artifact. Wandering through an ancient labyrinth, the air thick with a sense of foreboding, the narrator encountered a fellow seeker, their eyes flickering with a shared curiosity and caution. Together, they stood on the threshold of the unknown, ready to unlock the mysteries that lay dormant within the cursed object. "You're searching for answers within the shadows, aren't you?" the companion inquired, their voice tinged with a blend of excitement and apprehension. There's an undeniable allure to the forbidden, but we must trade carefully. The narrator nodded, their gaze fixated on the ominous pedestal that held the cursed artifact. Indeed, there is, they replied, their voice carrying a sense of anticipation. This artifact is said to hold secrets that mortals were never meant to comprehend, but it is our insatiable curiosity that drives us forward. The companion's eyes narrowed, their expression a mix of fascination and concern. Do you believe that there are some truths that should remain hidden? They asked, their voice filled with a blend of awe and fear. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of forbidden knowledge and the consequences of seeking it. There are realms of knowledge that lie beyond our grasp, truths that, once unveiled, can shatter the very fabric of our existence. They admitted, their voice laced with a hint of caution. Yet, it is in our pursuit of understanding that we push the boundaries of what is known. With a shared resolve, they approached the cursed artifact, its dark aura radiating a malevolent energy. The companions stood by the narrator's side, their presence a source of strength and a reminder of the shared quest for enlightenment. They reached out, their fingers brushing against the ancient object, and a surge of unearthly power coursed through their veins. In a moment of pause, the companion turned to the narrator, their eyes reflecting a mixture of wonder and trepidation. What did you hope to gain from unlocking the secrets of this cursed artifact? They whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the charged atmosphere. The narrator's eyes gleamed, their voice steady as they responded. Knowledge. Understanding. The revelation of truths that lie beyond the realm of human comprehension. But we must be prepared for the consequences, for the enlightenment we seek may come at a great cost. With a shared understanding, they delved into the depths of the cursed artifact, navigating the labyrinthine corridors of forbidden knowledge. They encountered visions of ancient civilizations, glimpses into alternate realities, and the darkest recesses of the human psyche. Each revelation carried with it a weight, the burden of knowing the unknowable. In the heart of that forbidden realm, the narrator and their companion grappled with the consequences of their pursuit. They confronted the boundaries of their own understanding, challenging the very fabric of their existence. And as they emerged, forever changed by the revelations they had uncovered, they carried with them a profound understanding of the delicate balance between enlightenment and the fragility of the human mind. Armed with the knowledge gained from their encounter with the cursed artifact, the narrator and their companions stepped into the uncertain future, knowing that the pursuit of truth can be both a gift and a curse. They accepted the responsibility that came with their newfound wisdom, ready to confront the final chapter of their harrowing journey with a blend of apprehension and a thirst for the ultimate truth. As the night unfolded, shrouding the world in darkness, the narrator embarked on their final odyssey, venturing into the abyss of the unknown. They had heard whispers of an ancient ritual, a gateway to a realm beyond comprehension, where the boundary between life and death blurred. With a mixture of trepidation and determination, they set out to confront the mysteries that awaited in the realm of the supernatural. Traversing through a desolate landscape, the air heavy with a sense of finality, the narrator encountered a fellow traveler, their eyes reflecting a shared resolve and a touch of melancholy. Together, they stood on the precipice of the void, ready to face the ultimate test of their courage and resilience. You're prepared to confront the mysteries that lie beyond, aren't you? The companion asked, their voice filled with a mix of anticipation and sorrow. There's a bittersweet beauty in the unknown, but it demands great sacrifice. The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the ethereal doorway that marked the threshold of the otherworldly realm. Indeed, "There is," they replied, their voice carrying a sense of unwavering determination. In this final journey, we will confront the enigmas that transcend our mortal existence, and in doing so, we may find the closure we seek. The companion's eyes shimmered with a shared understanding. "Do you believe that closure is possible, even in realms beyond our understanding?" they asked, their voice tinged with a mix of hope and resignation. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of longing and the eternal quest for resolution. Closure may not always take the form we expect, but the mere act of seeking it is a testament to our resilience, they admitted, their voice laced with a hint of melancholy. In this final chapter of our journey, we may find not only answers, but a sense of peace amidst the unknown. With a shared breath, they stepped through the ethereal doorway, their bodies enveloped in a transcendent energy. The companion moved beside the narrator, their presence a source of solace and a reminder of the shared voyage into the realms beyond mortal comprehension. Together, they ventured into the depths of the supernatural, navigating through ethereal mists and facing apparitions born from the realm of the departed. In a moment of respite, the companion turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of yearning and acceptance. "What do you hope to discover in this final journey?" they whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the profound stillness. The narrator's eyes glistened, their voice steady as they responded, "Resolution, understanding, the closure we have sought since the beginning of our Odyssey. But we must be prepared for the revelations that await, for they may challenge our very perception of reality." With a shared understanding, they delved deeper into the abyss, traversing through the hazy landscapes of the otherworldly realm. They encountered echoes of past lives, whispers of forgotten memories, and the ethereal presence of those who had long departed. Each encounter carried with it a sense of both longing and release as they confronted the ghosts of their own past. In the heart of that otherworldly realm, the narrator and their companion confronted the ultimate truth of their existence. They unraveled the tapestry of their own lives, piecing together the fragmented fragments of their journey. And as they emerged, forever changed by the revelations they had uncovered, they carried with them a profound sense of closure and acceptance. Armed with the wisdom gained from their voyage into the unknown, the narrator and their companion stepped into the dawn of a new beginning. They embraced the ephemeral nature of existence, knowing that closure comes not in answers alone, but in the journey itself. With hearts filled with gratitude for the chapters they had traversed, they bid farewell to the realms of the supernatural, ready to face the mysteries that awaited in the next story yet to be told. As the sun sank below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, the narrator embarked on their next harrowing adventure, venturing into the depths of darkness. They had heard whispers of an ancient curse, a malevolent force that preyed upon the fears and insecurities of its victims. With a mixture of trepidation and determination, they set out to confront the horrors that lurked within the cursed domain. Navigating through a labyrinth of haunted corridors, the air thick with an oppressive sense of foreboding, the narrator encountered a fellow survivor, their eyes reflecting a shared resilience and a touch of desperation. Together, they stood on the precipice of their darkest fears, ready to face the ultimate test of their courage. "You're prepared to confront the horrors that dwell within, aren't you?" the companion asked, their voice tinged with a mix of fear and determination. "There's a twisted fascination in the unknown, but it demands great sacrifice." The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the sinister threshold that marked the entrance to the cursed domain. "Indeed, there is," they replied, their voice carrying a sense of unwavering resolve. "In this treacherous journey, we will confront the nightmares that haunt our very souls, and through our trials, we may find the strength to overcome the darkness." The companion's eyes hardened, their expression a mix of defiance and vulnerability. "Do you believe that we can truly overcome the horrors that await us?" they asked, their voice filled with a blend of doubt and hope. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of survival and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. The path ahead is treacherous and fraught with peril, but it is in our collective determination that we find the power to defy the darkness, they admitted, their voice laced with a hint of uncertainty. In this chapter of our journey, we will discover the depths of our own resilience and the strength that lies within. With a shared breath, they stepped into the cursed domain, their bodies enveloped in a malevolent energy. The companion remained steadfast by the narrator's side, their presence a source of solace and a reminder of the shared battle against the forces of evil. Together, they ventured deeper into the heart of darkness, navigating through the twisted corridors and facing the horrors born from the cursed realm. In a moment of respite, the companion turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of vulnerability and determination. "What do you hope to find amidst this darkness?" they whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the haunting silence. The narrator's eyes burned with a fierce resolve, their voice steady as they responded, "Redemption, liberation, the triumphant emergence from the depths of despair. But we must be prepared for the sacrifices that lie ahead, for the horrors we face may test the very limits of our sanity." With a shared understanding, they pressed on, confronting their worst nightmares and battling their inner demons. They faced twisted apparitions, overcame psychological torment, and fought against the relentless grip of fear. Each victory carried with it a glimmer of hope as they defied the darkness that threatened to consume them. In the heart of the cursed domain, the narrator and their companions stood face to face with the embodiment of their deepest fears. They waged a final desperate struggle against the malevolent force that sought to break their spirits. And as they emerged, battered and scarred, they carried with them a profound sense of resilience and the knowledge that even in the face of unimaginable horror, the human spirit can triumph. Armed with the strength gained from their battle against the darkness, the narrator and their companions stepped into the dawning light, ready to face the next unknown that awaited them. They embraced the scars of their past, knowing that their journey is not defined by the horrors they have faced, but by their unwavering determination to persevere. With hearts filled with newfound courage, they bid farewell to the cursed domain, prepared to confront the mysteries of the world beyond, forever transformed by the chapters they had traversed. As the moon hung high in the night sky, casting an eerie glow upon the world, the narrator embarked on their next enigmatic journey, delving into the depths of the supernatural. They had heard whispers of a forgotten legend, a tale of ancient curses and restless spirits that haunted a forsaken place. With a mixture of apprehension and curiosity, they set out to confront the mysteries that awaited in the realm of the spectral. Venturing through a desolate landscape, cloaked in an ethereal mist, the air heavy with a sense of anticipation, the narrator encountered a fellow seeker, their eyes reflecting a shared fascination and a touch of trepidation. Together, they stood on the threshold of the unknown, ready to face the ultimate test of their resolve. "Do you truly believe in the existence of these vengeful spirits that dwell here?" the companion asked, their voice filled with a blend of wonder and unease. "There's a chilling allure to the supernatural, but it demands great caution." The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the ominous silhouette of the forsaken place before them. "Indeed, there is," they replied, their voice carrying a sense of unwavering conviction. "In this profound journey, we will confront the specters that linger in the darkness, and in doing so, we may unlock the secrets that lie hidden within." The companion's eyes flickered with a mix of curiosity and uncertainty. Do you think we can truly decipher the truth behind these ancient curses and restless spirits? They asked, their voice tinged with a mix of skepticism and hope. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of forgotten lore and the eternal quest for understanding. The path ahead is riddled with enigmas and dangers, but it is in our shared pursuit of knowledge that we find the keys to unraveling the mysteries. They admitted, their voice laced with a hint of caution. In this chapter of our journey, we will strive to comprehend the incomprehensible and navigate the ethereal realms that lie beyond. With a shared breath, they stepped into the realm of the spectral, their bodies enveloped in an otherworldly aura. The companion remained steadfast at the narrator's side, their presence a source of solace and a reminder of the shared exploration of the supernatural. Together, they ventured deeper into the heart of the forsaken place, traversing through shadowy corridors and confronting the phantoms that lurked within. In a moment of respite, the companion turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of wonder and vulnerability. What do you hope to uncover amidst this haunting realm? They whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the haunting whispers. The narrator's eyes gleamed with a thirst for knowledge, their voice steady as they responded. Revelation, redemption, the unearthing of forgotten truths. But we must be prepared for the consequences that accompany such knowledge, for the spirits we encounter may test the very fabric of our existence. With a shared understanding, they pressed on, unraveling the spectral tapestry that lay before them. They deciphered cryptic symbols, delved into the depths of apparitions' memories, and came face to face with the sins of the past. Each encounter carried with it a sense of both dread and enlightenment, as they navigated the ethereal realms and confronted the ghosts that dwelled within. In the heart of the forsaken place, the narrator and their companions stood in the presence of the most vengeful spirit of all. They witnessed the culmination of ancient curses and the torment of restless souls, and as they emerged, forever transformed by the revelations they had uncovered, they carried with them a profound sense of understanding and a newfound appreciation for the delicate balance between the living and the dead. Armed with the wisdom gained from their exploration of the supernatural, the narrator and their companions stepped back into the mortal realm, ready to face the next uncharted territory that awaited them. They embraced the mysteries that remained unsolved, knowing that their journey is not defined solely by the answers they seek, but by the shared pursuit of truth. With hearts filled with reverence for the spectral chapters they had traversed, they bid farewell to the forsaken place, prepared to confront the unknown that lay beyond. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the landscape, the narrator embarked on their next treacherous expedition, venturing into the heart of darkness. Whispers of a forbidden ritual had reached their ears, a ritual said to grant unimaginable power, but at a great cost. Fueled by a mix of curiosity and apprehension, they set out to unravel the secrets that lay concealed within the depths. Navigating through a labyrinth of ancient ruins, the air thick with an ominous energy, the narrator encountered a fellow adventurer, their eyes reflecting a shared determination and a touch of caution. Together, they stood on the precipice of the unknown, ready to face the ultimate test of their mettle. Do you truly believe in the power of this forbidden ritual? The companion asked, their voice a blend of fascination and concern. There's a dark allure to the unknown, but it demands great sacrifice. The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the enigmatic symbols etched into the walls. Indeed, there is, they replied, their voice carrying a sense of unwavering conviction. In this perilous journey, we will confront the depths of our desires and the consequences that come with wielding such forbidden power. The companion's eyes flickered with uncertainty and curiosity. Do you think we can truly control the forces we are about to unleash? They asked, their voice tinged with a mix of fear and hope. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of hubris and the eternal struggle for power. The path ahead is fraught with danger and temptation, but it is in our collective restraint that we find the strength to resist the allure of darkness. They admitted, their voice laced with a hint of caution. In this chapter of our journey, we will discover the limits of our own humanity and the consequences that come with defying the natural order. With a shared breath, they proceeded into the heart of the forbidden realm, their bodies enveloped in an aura of forbidden knowledge. The companion remained steadfast at the narrator's side, their presence a source of both comfort and reminder of the shared burden they carried. Together, they delved deeper into the ancient ruins, deciphering cryptic inscriptions and confronting the sinister guardians that stood in their path. In a moment of respite, the companion turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of anticipation and vulnerability. "What do you hope to gain from this forbidden ritual?" They whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the echoing silence. The narrator's eyes shimmered with a hunger for power, tempered by caution, their voice steady as they responded, dominion, ascendancy, the chance to reshape the world as we see fit. But we must be prepared for the consequences that accompany such ambitions, for the darkness we invoke may consume us whole. With a shared understanding, they pressed on, navigating the treacherous trials and tribulations that lay in wait. They faced moral dilemmas, battled inner demons, and wrestled with the seductive allure of forbidden knowledge. Each step forward carried with it a weight of responsibility as they grappled with the consequences of their choices. In the heart of the forbidden realm, the narrator and their companions stood at the precipice of the ritual, ready to make the ultimate decision. They contemplated the risks and rewards, the price of their desires, and as they emerged, forever changed by their encounter with the forbidden, they carried with them a profound understanding of the delicate balance between power and morality. Armed with the wisdom gained from their journey into darkness, the narrator and their companion stepped back into the light, ready to face the next unknown that awaited them. They embraced the lessons learned, knowing that their journey is not defined solely by the power they seek, but by the choices they make along the way. With hearts filled with reverence for the forbidden chapter they had traversed, they bid farewell to the realm of darkness, prepared to confront the challenges that lay beyond. As twilight descended upon the world, casting a haunting glow over the landscape, the narrator embarked on the next harrowing chapter of their journey. Whispers of an ancient curse had permeated the air, tales of a malevolent force that preyed upon the unsuspecting. Driven by a mix of determination and unease, they set out to confront the darkness that awaited in the depths. Navigating through desolate forest, their path obscured by twisted branches and gnarled roots, the narrator encountered a fellow traveler, their eyes reflecting a shared sense of purpose and a touch of fear. Together, they stood on the precipice of the unknown, ready to face the ultimate test of their courage. "Do you truly believe in the existence of this ancient curse?" the companion asked, their voice a blend of curiosity and trepidation. There's an unsettling power in the unknown, but it demands great caution. The narrator nodded, their gaze fixed on the foreboding silhouette of the cursed place before them. "Indeed, there is," they replied, their voice carrying a sense of unwavering conviction. "In this treacherous journey, we will confront the malevolence that lurks in the shadows and strive to break the chains of this ancient curse." The companion's eyes flickered with a mix of uncertainty and determination. "Do you think we can truly lift the curse that haunts this place?" they asked, their voice tinged with a blend of skepticism and hope. The narrator paused, contemplating the question, their mind filled with tales of redemption and the eternal struggle against darkness. The path ahead is fraught with danger and doubt, but it is in our unwavering belief in the power of good that we find the strength to vanquish the curse. They admitted, their voice laced with a hint of caution. In this chapter of our journey, we will challenge the malevolence that plagues this land and strive to bring forth the light that dispels the darkness. With a shared breath, they ventured into the heart of the cursed realm, their bodies enveloped in an aura of determination. The companion remained steadfast at the narrator's side, their presence a source of solace and a reminder of the shared quest for redemption. Together they faced the trials that awaited, navigating through the haunted corridors and confronting the tormented spirits that roamed within. In a moment of respite, the companion turned to the narrator, their expression a mix of hope and vulnerability. "What do you hope to achieve amidst this cursed realm?" they whispered, their voice barely audible amidst the chilling whispers that surrounded them. The narrator's eyes gleamed with a glimmer of optimism, their voice steady as they responded. "Salvation, liberation, the chance to free those trapped in the grip of the curse. But we must be prepared for the sacrifices that come with such a daunting task, for the curse we confront may test our resolve to the very core." With a shared understanding, they pressed on, unraveling the enigmas that shrouded the cursed realm. They sought out forgotten artifacts, deciphered cryptic incantations, and confronted their own inner demons along the way. Each step forward carried with it a weight of responsibility as they grappled with the consequences of their actions. In the heart of the cursed realm, the narrator and their companion stood face to face with the malevolent force that held the land in its grip. They witnessed the torment and anguish, the despair that echoed through the ages. And as they emerged, forever marked by their encounter with the curse, they carried with them a profound sense of purpose and a renewed belief in the power of redemption. Armed with the wisdom gained from their journey, the narrator and their companions stepped back into the mortal realm, ready to face the next uncharted territory that awaited. They embraced the lessons learned, knowing that their journey is not defined solely by the curses they lift, but by the compassion they extend along the way. With hearts filled with reverence for the cursed chapter they had traversed, they bid farewell to the haunted realm, prepared to confront the unknown that lay beyond.